The Bitcoin virtues are we replace management with cybernetic control. The software controls the system, not people. The software does the work for free. I replace labor with a digital system. I replace competition with an immaculate conception. There's only one Bitcoin. Satoshi gave it as a gift to the world. There's no competitor. There's no second best. Why? Because someone created this, gave it away to the rest of us without any beneficial interest in it. That's what makes it unique, irreplaceable, special. Instead of technology risk, like the iPhone 15, Bitcoin is just money, 1/21 millionth of everything there's ever going to be. It's not going to actually obsolesce. It's immortal product. In 1,000 years, you're going to want to own 1/21 millionth of everything there is. In 100,000 years, you're going to want to own 1/21 millionth of everything there is. That's how you escape the competitive downdraft, and that's how you avoid the technology destruction. And of course, with regulation, taxation, and war, by being a digital asset, you're living in cyberspace. You can't destroy it. It's indestructible, it's incorruptible, it's global. Bitcoin's going to duck the exposures of these other systems. So what's the implication of that? If you had $1 million today in your company or in your family, and you hold it in cash in the world reserve currency at a 7% inflation rate, in 100 years, you will have, in today's dollars, $977. You will go from 1 million to 1,000. You'll lose 1,000x. It's 1 divided by 2 to the 10th. If you take all your $1 million and buy government bonds yielding 3.5% interest, you're going to have a 3.5% negative real yield. Carry that for 100 years, you're going to have $31,000, 3% of your wealth. If you're brilliant and you invest in the S&P, you're going to have $1 million. You'll have the same value, the same wealth in 100 years you have right now, but no more. If you take half of it and invest it in Bitcoin and the other half in the S&P, you're going to have $512 million. And if you go 100% Bitcoin, you're going to be a billionaire. All you got to do is flip your $1 million into Bitcoin, hold it at 7% real yield 100 years, and that's the money you have times 2 to the 10th. And so you can see in a very simple way, there's a winning strategy, there's a losing strategy. Every other strategy is, the trading, the investing, is just a waste of time. You could ask, what about the real world? Here's real world. In the last 2.5 years since MicroStrategy entered Bitcoin, Bitcoin has outperformed the S&P, the NASDAQ, gold, silver, and bonds. Bonds are destroying wealth. Silver is destroying wealth. Gold is destroying wealth. Bitcoin's crushing everybody. And you can say, well, what about MicroStrategy? All the guys on Twitter, they're all like Twitter trolls. Hey, you lost some money investing in Bitcoin. That's the MicroStrategy performance. That is your company on a Bitcoin standard. That is your family on a Bitcoin standard. See, you keep dollar cost averaging or Bitcoin cost averaging. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter at what price you buy. What matters is you keep buying and you don't sell and you don't invest in the bonds, the silver, the gold, and the rest. The future? The world's in an economic war, but the world is beginning to realize Bitcoin is the superior asset. And as they realize that, Bitcoin is going to demonetize all these other assets over time. It's going to first demonetize gold, because gold doesn't make any sense, and then it's going to demonetize the other store of value assets, the real estate, the S&P index, the bonds. And so you're going to get a 30x bump as we demonetize gold, but there's no reason why you can't have a 500x increase in today's dollars by demonetizing these other things. And I'll end with this thought. We have laser eyes, because laser eyes say focus on what you can change, save what you can save. In this particular case, you can make Bitcoin a success. You can tell the world about Bitcoin. No country can stop inflation. Nobody can stop inflation. I can put you in charge of the world. You cannot stop inflation. 99% of the companies, they cannot outrun inflation. 99% of the workers, they cannot outrun inflation. 1% may beat the market by skill and luck. Don't assume you'll be the 1%. Everybody can buy Bitcoin. So, buy Bitcoin. Thank you.